In this video, we're going to look at principles of attack in 5 against 5 and 7 against 7 playing formats. You'll see here, starting with 5 against 5, that the basic attacking shape of the 4 field players is a diamond shape. This allows for a balanced team with players in support wide on the right, on the left, depth in back, and height up top. Here we see the blue team getting in their basic diamond shape. We'll have a deep player centrally in the back, a high player centrally in the front. We'll find a player off on the right side here in the video, and they have a player on the left side as well. Here we find a clip where the white team is in good attacking shape. They have a diamond here going, several different diamonds, with the goalkeeper, central deep player in the back, a high player up top, and a player out on the wing. We find here in this clip that just a threatening ball to this high player forces this defender to stay pinched in order to help out with that through ball, and then they're able to get the ball wide to a player in an unmarked situation, which is a good situation to be in. You'll notice when the ball is played wide that the deep player looks to balance out and stay centrally in order to be in a good spot in case the white team loses the ball, and it will be able to stop a counterattack by the blue team. White team plays the ball back to the keeper and then again into a high player. Again, this basic shape here allows the white team to have an effective attack and get players in spots in unmarked situations. Again, we'll see here that the blue team gets in a good diamond shape. They have players wide on the right, high, wide on the left, and a deep player. Perhaps this player could have been a little bit deeper in order to pull the white team apart in their shape a little bit more, allowing more room for the blue team to attack in. We see a good interchange of position balancing off here. This player effectively is the high player for blue, so this player who was the high player is now staying in a deep supporting role. And again, they have wide right and wide left, which is effective in this case. Perhaps this player could bend the run out wider in order to keep this white player not in a good balanced defensive role. But blue team gets good attack out of it. Here again we see a good shape out of the white team. Effectively, they're using their goalkeeper as the deep player in their diamond. So they have their diamond shape. I think this high white player could be even higher, pressed up in here, which will allow a deeper penetrating ball coming from the goalkeeper, but they still do a good job getting the ball out wide. Here we have a wide white player running to the back post, looking for a chance in the back door to score. Here we have this wide player not getting quite wide enough. If this player was out here even wider, this entry ball could have been made into a more central location for this white high striker. but instead it has to be hit as a straight ball, which is always a difficult ball to be able to keep in bounds. And we see here it runs over the end line. Here we see the white team not really having good depth and support. This goalkeeper perhaps could have been the one that provides the depth by coming out with the play a little bit more, because this white player is in a pretty good spot to threaten the back of the blue defense. We do see a wide player balancing out centrally, which is good, but white has to keep it in with the pressure of the blues, and it's difficult to have an effective attack in this situation. But a good running on the back post here to be inside that defender, and almost led to a goal. Notice again, here we have a white player that is balanced out centrally as the ball has switched from side to side. That's a good spot to be in to stop any potential counterattack by the blue team. Here we have some technical breakdowns. We have a series of players that were not able to face forward when they received the ball, because if this player has turned, he can look out to the left, and there's a good 3 versus 1 possibility out on the left side. But he never gets turned face forward, and thus his play is pretty predictable for the number 11 to read and close down. Again, we'll see a play out here on the left side. Perhaps a little bit better anticipation that the ball is being switched would allow him to get in a wider spot and face forward when he receives the ball, and able to play quickly first time behind the defender. Instead, he receives it with his back turned to his pressure and has to take time to face the defender, which slows the play down. Here we see a quality of a pass from a goalkeeper that's going to put the left back for blue under pressure. The ball is overhit in the air. Perhaps too, the blue player could be wider and at a deeper angle, which would have allowed him more time and space away from the white defender. This is a difficult ball to handle for the blue, which makes him play back towards his own end line, which is not the most advantageous situation to be in. Here we have a wide flank player that's effectively not under pressure, rushes his service and hits a poor one. I think he could have taken one touch here, preparation touch towards the goal, which would have even brought the goalkeeper more over to his near post. But he decides to hit a first-time ball, and it's not an effective service.